Good morning, lovely people. Really just spent all day finalizing our layout. It's taken us a full year to decide because we've gone back and forth. We've also got another dog in between then, so it's changed a lot. And we finally have it. So I have all my plans that I've gone over multiple times, and I have some framing pieces measurements. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting the final piece measurements of what I need to pick up at Home Depot because I don't want to keep running back and forth. So I just went to Home Depot. I got the one piece of wood that I know for sure I'll need, and I need to double check one more piece just to make sure that it's the right size, or if I can swing it. I say make sure it's the right size. I might need to go back and get another piece, but that could be later on anyways. These are more important first. And we'll keep checking away. I would say that one thing to know about van life is that everything takes longer than you think it's gonna do. Like, to make breakfast takes longer than you think you're gonna do. To make your list takes longer. To go on Home Depot takes longer. So you just need to add like just double the amount of time you planned or envisioned for something to get done. Just multiply that by 2, and that's probably when it'll get done, and then your expectations will be right on point. Okay, so the idea behind these pieces that I'm cutting right now are my measurements like this, but these pieces are going to be kind of the most important because they're going to hold our cabinets. They're the piece that's literally going to connect the wall to the ceiling and hold cabinets. So for this, I'm using a 2x6, partly because I had some left over already, and I bought another one to finish off the rest of the measurements I have. But I'll be chopping these to my measurements, and then we'll see how they fit. Now that I have all of my wood pieces cut, I labeled them by the measurement, and that will coordinate with my drawing. And so these pieces are gonna sit along this top spot of the van, and they're gonna be, I'm gonna do some construction adhesive and some self-tapping screws, and that's gonna be all along kind of there where you kind of already see some insulation. So I'll probably be screwing through that, but it was important to us to get all the nooks and crannies when we were insulating those spots. So yeah, I'm gonna get hopping on that now. All right, so I got all my stuff. I guess I'll show you what I got. I have all my wood, my plans, clamp if I need it, but I don't even think it's gonna work. Got my construction adhesive, my self drilling wood to metal screws. They're these ones from Home Depot. We use them for the bed frame, and they were really good and really strong, so I'm going to continue to use them. Plus I don't want to buy new ones. And yeah, I have my impact driver, which I don't know if I'll even need, but I'm going to try, and then I have a drill. Okay, I think I did it. Well, it's up there. We'll want screws in. So I'm going to try to do this again. One second. Either I'm not doing this right, or this is so hard. It's definitely not going anywhere. Okay, we'll try this again. So the key is pilot hole and then use impact with my whole body weight to get that in there. Like so. I'll show you one more time. So I made these little lines below, that way I know I'm for sure getting the metal and not like this empty spot, and it's gripping into that. Okay. Definitely not going anywhere. I guess I'm gonna check the video and making sure I'm doing it right. Howdy! I'm back after a nice lovely lunch, and look who came to help me out.
Hello.
Yeah, So we're gonna avoid that whole me trying to drill in thing. I'm just gonna have him do it. And
well, the only reason I'm not here to begin with is I was working.
He's working and he has to go to work later today.
I do.
So I've been taking the wheels on this van building project, which is great.
It will be for the most part, probably.
Yeah, which is great. Fine and dandy. Except this, I mean, as you guys saw, this thing is some serious shit. So this is what it looks like now. I have all those strips, all pieces that I cut earlier along that, and that's gonna be our main stud for our cabinets, and it's gonna connect the ceiling to the wall in the places that there is no cabinets. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
So the only one that doesn't have one is this area. We're gonna have to pop this light out and figure out what's going on in that electrical spot, but I have it right there. And then next up we're gonna do the ceiling ribs. So I'll cut and get those going right now. So much fun.
So much fun.
48 hours later.
Hey, hey, hey. So I'm actually helping today. Isn't that fun? Ah. It's so much fun. Well, so from what I've been told, I don't know if she's told you already, but she just cut a bunch of pieces, okay? And they are going to, God, I love the GoPro. They're going to go along this way as a support, pretty sure. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, she's the handy one. She's the orchestrator of all this. So I'm kind of here just to help hold shit and use my muscles when I need to.
We have to take the bed out because we just know this is gonna happen regardless. So let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Ready? It's coming. Are you ready?
I'm gonna get snacks.
Are you ready? Okay.
Where are we putting it? In the living room?
I guess. Okay. GoPro battery died. So in the time being, we put a bunch of stuff up. So we got all of our support for the roof up here. G made these magical wizard cuts to fit around the skylight here. And then we got some support beams up for our walls. Now she's gonna be cutting out these pieces here, and that should sum up the day. Cock it, baby.
All right, baby, I got you. Oh boy, uneven stream. Gosh. So. Beautiful. Fabulous. All right.
Look at all this wood.
Oh, we got so much done today. I'm gonna have to do the rest by myself. Good job, baby.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, we still got somewhere to go. Alrighty, so as you can see, we've gotten so much done today. The roof pieces are all done. The horizontal pieces that Kev just showed are all done. And now we'll just do the vertical pieces. And I'll probably be getting after those by myself, but that's okay. And it's really just starting to get some shape going. I'm so excited.
Haven't had a lot of time throughout the week just because I've been working so much to help, but I enjoyed myself today.
Oh, did you? I
did. It's pretty fun.
Sometimes you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah.
Alright, well this is where we're stopping today because we do want to enjoy the rest of our Friday. And I'm starting to get a little hungry. I'll catch you guys back when I'm making the vertical pieces and yeah, when we're finishing up framing. Got electrocuted. Okay.
Electrical.
is coming. It's gonna be on its way. We're having a little issue with the Amazon cart, but yeah, that's gonna be on the way. So once that's popping and the framework is done, insulation is going up finally on the walls. And it's just chugging along like a little choo-choo train.
Like a choo-choo train.
Yeah.
I will catch you guys whenever I can.
Yeah,
so,
and that's great.
That's great.
All right. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Tomorrow for sure.
Grand rising, folks. So today it feels really nice outside and I'm up early and I already did my morning stuff. So I have a whole bunch of literally so many pieces of scrap wood that I'm gonna use for the vertical pieces of the van. So that's what I'm gonna try to get done today. Just like maybe a couple hours of work. Maybe just do the pocket holes, put those in with some construction adhesive and the pocket holes, and we'll see how that goes. I did one just to test it out. The only problem we're gonna run into is, let me open this extra light. The only problem we're gonna run into is that not all of these areas are evenly spaced, so it's like a lot of different measurements. And so I did this one. I'm not sure if the pocket screws should be this far apart, but I'm like yanking on this, even though I did like go through it a little bit too much up here. And it's not moving, it's shaking the whole van. I also construction adhesived it down here. I got this idea, well, this framework idea from Akini Van Builds. So shout out to that. And so I'm just gonna keep chugging along. I did just want to make sure that that one worked before I went ahead and did like so many different cuts. So I'm gonna cut them all up, Craig screwed them all up, and then put them in, and then I'll be done with this little section for the day. Okay, so what I actually did was made them a 1/2 inch bigger to fit the Craig hole screws better, and I think that's actually going to be a lot better. So I guess that's where I'm finishing up today. I could cut the rest of the pieces of wood, so I guess I'll finish doing that. And I could do the pocket holes too. I don't need to screw them all in right now. Yeah, so there's tons of stuff I still can be doing, but I just wanted to show you guys what's going on so far with these babies. Shaking the whole van when I move them. A little nervous about the cracks that happen like at the top, but what are you gonna do? I can't just sit here and do it all over and over again. So I'm pretty confident with them. There's gonna be lots of them, so there's gonna be lots of support, and this is just, that's not the only piece of wood that everything's going into, so feeling really good about it. Here we go.
1 week later.
So because I knew that I would take like a break on this project, what I did was I numbered my pieces so I knew exactly where they would go, and parallel to all these areas and my extra pieces too. So I'll just pick the number and we'll start rolling on it. Okay, so I just finished up the vertical framing pieces. This side's gonna hold a lot of cabinets, so we still need to figure out popping this slide off, but I went ahead and put one right there as well. Super sturdy. I hope that it's as sturdy as I need it to be. And then we went along this one too, even though there's not gonna be cabinets on that whole one. Just the vertical support is gonna be helpful. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure out these middle pieces now and try to figure out what I'm gonna do with the window frame, because our windows were the first thing we ever like put into this van, and we learned so much when we did that, that now we have to kind of make up for that by making a nice window frame to go over them. Just kind of brainstorming and like spitballing ideas on the maximum amount of space and like what works in the van to be still sturdy walls. So I have a few pieces measured over there. We're gonna pop some Craig screws in. My dad's gonna be on the way soon, and then we'll get going. Okay, so here's what's going on. This piece is the window framing support. I might put another piece there. I don't know. I think we might also do something with this overliner, so I'm gonna hold off there. And then I have these pieces for the back already cut and have the holes for the Craig screws. And then I put in these ones already. And so I just wanted to show you guys what the vibe is gonna be for these back pieces. Yeah, so this is the best angle I could pretty much get. Now I'm waiting on the nail gun for my dad, so this is kind of where I'm at right now, just on a standstill. And I'll cut this piece to also fit the curvature of the van, because I do want it to be like as solid as I can, so it's not just rattling, or I don't know, just seems better to be solid. So then that's the point, is that the pieces will then, so imagine this is here, all right, and here's this wall piece. So this wall piece is gonna give us essentially that much more room. We'll still insulate behind it, but it'll give us this much more room in this bed area. That way Kev can sleep sideways and not be on my side of the bed. Alright, so I don't know if any of that footage even was there. Oh.
Nice.
But see, look.
I think
we're just carrying it on. Alright, carrying it off, back upside down. So that one's now in. This is ready to be insulated. Maybe we'll do horizontal frames there. Not sure yet. Added another one right here just for window framing. And then this back one is lined up on the back to match that. So this side's technically Dunsies and can be insulated. And then we just need to get the nail gun going for these. This whole section up here is finished now, insulated as well. So the entire back of the cabinetry is all insulated. Our wiring that we did this morning, amazing. That's in the electrical video, so make sure to click on that. Kev's busy away editing.
I am. That is my job for this.
Yeah, I'm just not a computer editing person. I'm gonna try eventually in the future, but it's not my forte now, and it's his forte right now.
It is my forte right now.
As with power tools are my forte right now,
and
we're working on it with him.
And they are not my forte right now.
So we just need to do those nail gun things, and I'm just a little nervous about it.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. But like that's like the only thing that I have to do, and then it's like Dunsies, you know, like.
You got this, babe.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Hey. Check out Kev's purple shorts. Ooh, ooh. I love them.
The Lululemon.
Potato chip. So I'll show you guys how I just set that up. So I took my measurements prior, and I put arrows on the sides that will connect. So arrow there, and then I marked where my board needs to be. So I guess if I'm showing you, the board needs to be right there, and then this bottom piece is gonna line up right there. All right, so just to show you what's going on here. This felt like such a huge notch in the belt. So the pieces are up right there. I had to like cut this like so many different times to make sure I accounted for this lip, and this like corner was a little off, and it took me a minute. It doesn't fit perfectly, but that's okay. We're striving for progress, not perfection. So yeah, this is the finished product. Like I said in the explanation, our shiplap is going to go directly into this metal right here and butt up against this, so it's not just like loose and flimsy against a wall. And then we'll trim that off when it's all done. So that's a big step, you know, like framing all along here is pretty much getting close to being done. Feels so good. This is a pretty good stopping point for today, and we'll probably be done with the framing after this video. So if you enjoyed this process and you are happy to be along this journey, I appreciate you. I know Kevin appreciates you. Smash the like button, comment. It helps us grow. That is what support is. And subscribe if you haven't already, because we're only getting started, baby.